This is the Washington Times front page for Wednesday, November 24th, 2021. Thanks for joining us. I'm George Gerbo. President Biden has ordered the release of 50 million barrels of oil from the Strategic Petroleum Reserve in a bid to ease soaring gas prices. Tom Howell and Dave Boyer report the president insists that climate change policies put forth by him and Democrats aren't causing the high prices, even though prices are up 61% at the pump in the past year. The president's announcement comes as gasoline and heating oil prices have climbed to their highest levels since 2014. Gas prices are up about $1.28 more per gallon, with regular unleaded selling at an average of $3.40 a gallon nationally. The effects from the release will probably not be seen by Americans for another couple of weeks. The district attorney in Milwaukee is facing criticism after admitting the man accused of ramming into parade goers in Wisconsin was released on an inappropriately low bail days before the attack. Emily Zanto reports District Attorney John Chisholm said he's investigating the $1,000 bail set for 39-year-old Darrell Brooks. Brooks was facing 6 earlier charges, including second-degree recklessly endangering safety and battery, after he allegedly drove a car over the mother of his child. Brooks is now charged with 5 counts of first-degree intentional homicide after police say he ran over people with his car during a Christmas parade in Waukesha on Sunday, leaving 5 dead initially and at least 62 injured, including several children. Prosecutors say that a 6th person has now died from the attack, and that more charges are pending. A new study finds migrants from Central America are coming to the United States illegally, not because of violence or natural disasters in their home countries, but because of jobs. Stephen Dinan reports the study, a joint effort of the Migration Policy Institute, the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, and the World Food Program, found that 43% of Central Americans have a desire to leave their home countries, up from 8% in recent years. When asked the motivations for leaving, 75% of Salvadorans, 89% of Hondurans, and 91% of Guatemalans cited economic conditions as a factor. A reminder that you can find all these stories at WashingtonTimes.com/front page. Don't have access to the Times yet? Visit WashingtonTimes.com/George and get 25% off your annual subscription. Congressional Democrats are facing criticism for a $2.5 billion tax break provision inside their social spending bill that would benefit the trial lawyers' lobby. Harris Halleck reports the tax break allows trial lawyers working on a contingency basis, meaning they're only paid if a case is settled in their favor, to deduct expenses immediately. Under the current tax code, trial lawyers are barred from writing off such expenses until the case is resolved. The Joint Committee on Taxation estimates the write-off would cost taxpayers $2.5 billion over the next decade. The American Association for Justice, the top lobbying organization for trial lawyers, argues the write-off is needed because it may take years for cases to be settled. Republican lawmakers argue the write-off is nothing more than a giveaway to the trial lawyers' lobby. And finally, a panel of experts warns that America's electric grid and other key infrastructure remain vulnerable to an electromagnetic pulse attack. At a virtual forum hosted by the Universal Peace Federation, Ben Wolfgang reports specialists warned of the growing threat of an EMP attack that could knock out communications, transportation systems, and other central components of American society. Many specific steps to protect against an attack have yet to be implemented, such as bringing all pieces of the electric grid up to the military's hardening standard to be able to withstand a major electromagnetic pulse. The Universal Peace Federation and this newspaper share the same ownership. Find all today's front page stories at WashingtonTimes.com/front page or the Washington Times app, and find us on all of your favorite podcast platforms. Just search Washington Times in your favorite podcast app. You can also follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Wash Times for breaking news, sports, commentary, and more. For the Washington Times, I'm George Gerbo, and have a happy Thanksgiving.